one year we had terrible tragedy. It was 1965. Janet lost a little baby, 11 months old, with meningitis. That was in January. And then in July, no, that was April. No, wait a minute, I think it was July. We lost our son in a car accident. He swerved for a horse and went into a tree and was killed. He was a very clever lad. After John died, then Janet lost her husband, so young, and left with three. She'd lost one little baby and was left with 3 other little children. And she was so young. God bless her for doing what she's doing today. I mean, she's worked so hard with all her needlework, she exhibits all these different craft markets. God bless her for doing so well. Some people just sit and mope, but Jan has put her heart to it and done well with her work. God bless her. It was a terrible year, but we pulled through it. Yes. A lot of us women used to sell the Easter stamps. And when I was in Victoria, we used to have the launching of the Easter stamp in the state president's garden party. That was wonderful. And the mayor or the mayoress used to buy the first stamp. It was quite a do, the Easter stamp Easter stamp campaign in Victoria and in the country. Then at Christmas time, we used to sell the Christmas stamps. I used to sit in the post office about 6 weeks. We used to sell Christmas cards, calendar, all for charity, all for the TB. Today you can't sit in the street. Us women used to sit and collect for this and that, tape aids for the blind and mouse helmets we used to collect for all different things. Us women used to sit for charity work to collect. But today, I suppose it all comes out of where does it all come out of? You buy so much, you buy not a coupon, you buy what do we buy every week? I don't.
Lotto.
Huh?
A lotto.
A lottery, yes, a lottery does all that instead of us women doing it, so that's a big change.
Tell us about Cecil and his work during these years.
He was a horticulturist. He was he wasn't the chief horticulturist, but he was assistant chief horticulturist in the railways. And in those days they had a huge amount of work. No, I'm getting muddled. No, it was a big concern, the railways. The South African Railways. Mr. Loops was the general manager of the railways in those days. And
what did Cecil do?
Well, he was in horticulture, that's all sorts of things. It was working with nature all the time. They had in those days they had all the lovely station gardens. They used to have lovely station gardens. There was a trophy for the best kept station in South Africa.
Did Cecil win the trophy?
Irene won it once. Different stations they won. Irene near Pretoria, they won the best kept station, and it used to be quite a do. I had no idea how they would decorate the station. No.
How long did you live in Pretoria for?
How long was it? Oh, I suppose this was about 35 years or more.
Were you happy in Pretoria?
We were very happy in Pretoria. No, we were very happy. But in those days it was very much, what should we say, Afrikaans perhaps speaking. But we got on very well with Afrikaans speaking people. I had some very good Afrikaans speaking people. No, Pretoria. And I used to walk to the shop, take the train and go to the shops. Today I can't go in the train. Each day for Poppy Day, just near the 11th, for Armistice Day, I've sat in I think it's noise chemist or organs come the last 14 or 15 years, but I've done it since it was first started. When I used to sell in England before I came out here. Then I used to sell in Littleton. I used to sell the poppies. And then on a Sunday, I would have my poppy on my church, and there's one dear old gentleman, he's still alive, John Hodgson. He lives, John, I can't remember his second name, but I always used to, because he was a big one in the army, you see, so when I walked, as I walked out of the church, he'd be sitting there, so I'd give him a kiss and give him a poppy. That was John. He's still alive. I think he's over 90. Dear old chap. No, I've got happy memories of selling, and they used to come year after year and buy poppies from me at the post office, wherever I sat. But, but I must do it this year. I've got to get somehow there to sell my poppies.